insane and disgusting cops can read, yeah, they get to the point where it's raiding your own property, sick a canine on you, throw you to the ground and arrest you on your own property, on your own porch. Check this out. Exclusive. Cops brutally arrest man for being outside his own home. Cops handcuff a man for being outside a home. And you see, he's on his own property. You know how this started was because I guess the cops down the street and this man was in his house. Check it out. I want to see what's going on. So I guess the cops hollered him to go back, and so he did. I guess he yelled some cuss words. Cops yelled cuss words back. It's not illegal. It's not a crime. Him saying "fuck you," "go fuck yourself," "you're a fat fucking pig" to the cops. It's protecting the First Amendment. What if you flip a bird off a cop? There's a story out there where a guy got arrested and he got jailed for a couple of days for simply flipping a bird. We'll get to that. We'll do a story of that later on tonight. But first, let's do this one.
Disputable exclusive. What if I told you that a black male was arrested just for being at his own house? That's exactly what happened. Here's the video.
Yep.
Is this your property? Go, man. Is this your property? Big fat boy. Go, man. Is this your property? Go, man.
Nope.
It's going to be my property. How you doing, bro? You must be stupid. What's going on, man? What's up? Help! 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 You want to get beat? Go! I'm not doing nothing! No, please! Bieng! Come on, stop, man! Stop! I got no courage.
We're resisting! We're resisting!
Bro, I give up. Come on, man.
Got no courage.
Yes, I live here. This is my home, man. Come on, bro.
Lay down.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. I live here. Get down. I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down.
What you just saw was not an arrest. That was an attack.
And Dr. Rashad is right. That wasn't an arrest. That was a blatant attack and an ambush. This man was on his own property and on his own porch, doing nothing wrong. Like I said, absolutely nothing wrong. Then he had a stupid dog encouraging it. Yo, it's canine. Bite him, get him, bite him. Yeah, good boy. What a coward.
There's more.
Yeah.
Let me give you the background to
Here
the
we go.
insanity that you just witnessed. Let's put up full mask. Mr. Marvin Long. According to his lawyer, Mr. Marvin Long was illegally arrested, brutalized, mauled by
the canine. You heard it.
Intentionally. You just saw it. By members of the Sheffield Police Department in Sheffield, Alabama. This took place on June 17, 2021. The video of the arrest has just now come to light, and we are the first to have it. Long is being represented by attorneys Harry Daniels and Roderick Van Daniel.
Check these attorneys out.
Those men.
Look at those two men. Outstanding attorneys.
About justice.
Best in the business.
Daniel provided background on the arrest to indisputable. On the day in question, he says, Mr. Long was in his home when he noticed a police car in the road. Being a concerned neighbor,
Nothing
he
wrong
went
with that.
outside to see what was going on.
No.
He stood by a marked police car that was blocking the road while he observed the police execute a search warrant on a house down the street. Subsequently, the police emerged from his neighbor's house from down the street with two individuals in custody. The police approached the marked police car that was blocking the roadway with the two individuals. Upon approach, one officer told Mr. Long that he could leave and to get away from his car. Mr. Long adhered to the lawful order and moved away from the marked vehicle. Mr. Long and the officer exchanged profanity to one another. Mr. Long walked back to his house. I was on his porch when the officers approached him. The video now speaks for itself as to what happened next. Mr. Long was charged with obstruction and resisting arrest on his own property. On his own property, at home.
Own property.
As you can see from the video, no obstruction of any kind took place. Notably, in Alabama, a person has the right to resist an unlawful arrest so long no force is used to resist the arrest. As noted from the statute below, to be convicted of resisting arrest, the arrest has to be a lawful arrest. In this case, the arrest was unlawful, and the only resistance Mr. Long gave was holding on for his dear life to the fixture on his porch that eventually broke. Mr. Long is awaiting jury trial on his charges. They never dropped them. Let's put him up. One of the arresting officers, Lieutenant Dotson.
Lieutenant Dotson, real piece of shit dirtbag. You're going to find out why.
Arrested himself for assault.
Oh, he got arrested for assault.
Person, unrelated case. Lieutenant Dotson has been charged with reckless endangerment, menacing, third-degree assault, and harassment in an unrelated case. He needs to be charged.
You know, sometimes I think in this day and age, you got cops that are trying to enforce the law, trying to make up the law, to arrest somebody, you know, try to extort them for money, or try to rack as much charges out there like that, to, you know, get as much finance in, or to rack up as much charges so they can, you know, make sure they do as much jail time or prison time as they can, you know, they can rack up against them. Because you want to get cops out there that got the thing called qualified immunity.
In this one as well, we are calling for charges to be affixed to Lieutenant Dotson. Also, we'll keep Lieutenant Dotson up. You saw two other individuals in that video. Sergeant Nick Reisner of the Sheffield Police Department, the one who had the dog. According to my sources, he actually died because he was shot and killed in an unrelated incident. Sergeant Nick Reisner was shot in the line of duty in Muscle Shoals. Lieutenant Dotson was also shot in that same incident, the one you're looking at. He's the one that arrested Mr. Long. These are bad individuals.
Bad, disgusting piece of shit.
The victim, DeMarcus Key, alleges that on December 23rd, 2022, off-duty Dotson, this is talking about the crimes he's already accused of, hit him multiple times in the mouth and the nose, causing swelling and bruises. He also alleges that Lieutenant Dotson pointed a gun at him. It was over conduct directed toward my daughter. It turned physical, and I defended myself. Dotson told Times Daily. That's all I can say about it. Harry Daniels and Roger Van Daniel are also representing that victim as well. Sheffield Police Chief Ricky Terry, put him up. So that's old Ricky. Ricky Terry said that Dotson will be placed on administrative leave. At this time, it is unknown whether this will be paid or unpaid. Now, I want to give you some nuance here. Look at the timeline. If they would have decided to say, you're fired, when they assaulted the black male on his own property, maybe you don't get some of this other criminality against the community later. You see, that badge coupled with psychopathic tendencies is a bad combination. We're going to follow this story as it continues. All of a sudden, police chief and the executives are starting to do...
I'll tell you why some cops get away like that. Why you get some hotheads out there that've been bullied and picked on through their life in school like that. So they feel like, well, I'm going to become a police officer, get a uniform, become the badge out there. So I'm going to bully people because I can. Because I had a fucked up, childhood like that. They get hotheads thinking, I am the law. I got such thing as qualified immunity. I could rack in my charges. I could beat the crap out of people. I could shoot people, kill people, and get away with it because I got the gun, the badge, because I am the law.
Do the right thing, suspending, investigating, charging. Should have happened on day one. What they did to this man was an attack. They could have killed him.
On his own property.
You asked for thoughts here.
Yeah, it's so difficult for people to just survive in this country sometimes. You could be minding your own business, not actually aggravating anything or anyone, and you still get treated this way. You still get met with unfettered and unjustified violence by thug cops. You still get harassed by cops who apparently don't have enough to do, so they decide to create a problem where there wasn't one. Then the man gets gaslit.
Oh yeah, here's another thing, I want to bring this up. This is a real good point that I saw, been thinking about. I'm not going to say it right here. You know what's so funny is, you get this day and age where cops want to harass people on a traffic stop in their own property or walking down the street. You got cops who want to make up bullshit laws. If you stand up for your rights, they get aggressive. Say, well, if you want to ask a question, well, guess what? You're going to jail. You got cops who are worried about revenue, about placing bets and trying to winning a quota on a bet like that, versus going out there solving real crimes like people, community drive-by shootings, killings, murders, rapes, kidnapping, sodomizing little children, trafficking like that. No, they're more worried about little petty traffic stops, about flexing power, than solving heinous felonies out there.
By the same cops that just beat him for no reason at his house, telling him to calm down. I would not be calm in a situation like this, and I can barely believe that he was as calm as he was here.
Yeah.
And people wonder, why people don't trust cops, right?
Duh.
Allegedly, they're there to serve the public. Allegedly, they're there to make places safer.
No, they're not there to serve the public. They're to serve themselves. They're there to serve their fucking pocketbook. They're to serve their agenda and their quota like that. Whether if it's kidnapping children for their sexual gratification, to plant drugs, to steal your own money, to pocket like that. It's like, hey, what are you doing with my money? Oh, what money? Mine now. Yeah. To seize your car. To shoot people over stolen car. They're running the snuff out. You got cops out there sitting there saying, or stolen property is worth more than the value of a life of somebody.
Make our home safer for us, but people wonder why people don't necessarily feel safer with them around. I was watching that show Dinosaurs from the 90s. I don't know if you guys remember that show, but even in that show from the 90s, the cops were always portrayed in an unflattering way. They always tend to make problems worse rather than better once they are called. So even when you want help, even when you call them, you say, you come here, I need help, they still don't make much of a difference. This isn't anything new as far as incompetent cops or ignorant or unqualified cops. And sure, maybe there are some good ones, but we're not talking about them right now.
No, we're not.
We're talking about the bad ones who are doing bad things, harassing people and making life worse, not better for people. They are...
I always sit there saying, I love to talk about good cops, but show me good cops like a news story about it. Nobody wants to talk about them. And Ben Tormer's always bitching while I'm doing news stories about bad cops. Yeah, because then you expose. We need to reform the police out there. We need to replace the bad cops. When people would talk about crime, about defunding the police out there. Then you got Trump out there, who wants to become president, to give them money, to give them armor, to give more, give them everywhere they want. Military armored vehicles, bullets, all like that, machine guns, grenades, bazookas, more police out in the department like that. Because he wants the United States become some military tried state police, country police, just like the Nazi Germans in the 1940s. Anyways, I'm out of my job. Peace out.